Hello, hello, friends. Happy Tuesday. Yes, I am coming to you live post shower. Hair hasn't been completely dry or done, but we are diving in because I have some really important information to share with you. I'm going to give it a second for people to get notified. Hopefully, Facebook does its thing and lets you know I'm here. And then I'm going to go ahead and share this over in the Mind Power Collective group. If you're here, say hello, please. Post a comment below so I know you're here. And hello. So I was thinking about coming live and just sort of giving a final, call for the energy and expansion experience. But as I was thinking about tonight's first call and the first topic that we're going to be covering, which is initiate your energy, I started thinking about this key piece of information that I learned years ago that really changed everything for me. I wrote a blog post about it, I don't even know, 3, 4 years ago, and it is still one of the most popular posts on my website. And it really is all about the changes that we want to make and what is necessary in order to have those changes occur, right? And so there are lots of different things that I talk about. Of course, mindset is an aspect that has to change as you're creating this consistent transformation moving forward. It's what I do, it's the work that I do with my clients. But if we get down to the nitty-gritty, the actual thing that has to shift before anything else changes in your life, and it's actually a little bit of an invisible force. It's not something that you can necessarily see, and it's something that people don't really understand, is this. You have to have your energy shift before the change in your life actually occurs, before the manifestation actually occurs, before you start seeing consistent results and changes in your life, right? So if you talk about these people who you see and you look at them and you're like, oh my goodness, like they've had this overnight success, they have gotten to $1 million, or they've gotten to this level of expertise in their career or in their sport or in their fitness or whatever it is, you know that yes, there are things that happen. It was not an overnight success because there were things that you didn't get to see that took them to that level. This is the same thing. There are things, there are shifts, there are things that are kind of happening in the ethers that you don't see, that most people don't see, that has to happen first before you actually create the change in your life. And what that really means, like what we're talking about, is you have to initiate that, right? You have to initiate the shift by changing your mindset, by deciding that you are now going to be this person that does the thing that you're moving toward, right? You have to decide that you're the winner before you ever won anything. You have to decide that you are the author before you have that book published. You have to decide that you are going to be that person and create this energetic shift within yourself in order to see that manifest, in order to have the habits, in order to have the momentum, in order to create the mindset to actually build and create consistent results. And that is the thing that most people don't understand. That's the thing that most people, if they do understand it, don't do consistently. And that is the actual reason I am doing this energy and expansion experience. But whether you join me for that experience or not, right? And I'm going to talk about that in just a second. Whether you decide to join me for that or not, I need you to understand that the consistent shifts that you are making on a day-by-day basis, the consistent and inspired and intentional shifts that you are making in your mind and how you choose to show up daily has the ability to impact and influence the rest of your life. It is how the rest of your day goes. It is how the rest of your week goes. It is how the rest of your month, the rest of the year, and the rest of your life goes. You get to create these shifts and changes by what you initiate within yourself. Now, here's how this typically works. For a lot of people, regular people, right, just going on in life, what we typically do is we get this sort of fire under us, right? And we feel inspired, we feel motivated, we feel, I call it the FTS FS moment. Sometimes we get that FTS moment, the fuck this shit moment, right? Where we are so fed up. We are so tired of this same story. We are so tired of having the same struggle, having the barely having enough money, barely being able to make ends meet, or whatever your moment is, that really inspires a powerful decision to do something. But then that fire doesn't get fed, doesn't get fueled, it doesn't continue forward. And so the energy falls away. That fire that you created falls away. What do we know about fire, right? You have to continually have something to burn. You have to have wood, you have to have fuel. If you're not consistently adding that fuel, aka your energy, your focus, your mindset, to that path, then it will peter out. It will kind of disappear until the next time you get fed up. And so, this whole concept of creating consistent change has so much to do with how you are intentionally showing up in the world. How are you initiating that energy? How are you practicing this on a consistent basis and deciding in this moment, here and now, that you're changing your life moving forward? And, I was thinking about the timing of this energy and expansion experience and why I felt so called to do it in the middle of the summer. Not just the middle of the summer, but like the middle of holiday season here in the US. And the thing that really popped up is that people need this information to impact and influence and see how quickly they can change their lives, to see what this second half of the year has for them. And there were multiple times when I thought, I should really just start it next week. I should give people more time. But the nudge kept coming up, which was no, do it now. Do it now because people need it now. The right people need it now, right? The people who are ready to shift, change, rearrange, recalibrate their year, to the ones that are choosing to be in a completely different place come December, are the ones that are joining today, right? At this time, in this moment. So this is what we're doing. we're just going for it. So here's the thing that I need you to know. This experience is a week long in total, right? There are 3 days of training. Tuesday, hey Lisa, how's it going? I just sent you a message. You popped up today, so I'm so glad you're here. So this experience is a week long, sort of all inclusive. So you've got 3 days of training, today, tomorrow, and Thursday. We meet at 7 p.m. Eastern every single day. All calls are recorded. That is where you're getting the bulk of your content, right? You're getting day one is initiate, which is today, where we're laying the foundation. We're talking about what your energy is, why it's so important, what you're going to do with it, right? Day two is activate. It's putting that energy into action and what that actually looks like. And then day three is elevate. And it's about really understanding your relationship to your energy and your energetic body, how it is activated, which we did in day two, but then taking it beyond that. And we're going to address in that day specifically what to do when your energy is waning, when you don't have the fuel, when you're kind of falling back on those habits and feeling out of like disconnected from that energy, right? So those are the 3 days. Now, every day you're going to have assignments. There are going to be journaling assignments, active sort of go and do assignments, things that I talk about on the call. And then when you receive the email with the recording, there are going to be some sort of bullet point thoughts to kind of to work through, okay? And then that pop-up Facebook group is going to remain open for an entire week. And that is for you to revisit the content, to ask questions, to share your experiences. I will likely be popping in. I don't know 100% when and how, but I will likely be popping in to share additional thoughts, to answer questions, that kind of thing. And then we have a Q&A/open coaching call next week. That call is for everyone to come live, to ask their questions, to get one-on-one coaching in a group setting. And it's going to be amazing, simply put, right? So here's the deal. If you feel called, and this is an energetic response, if you feel called, if this is something you've been hearing me talk about and that little, thought in the back of your mind has been kind of piping up, then this is the time for you to join, okay? And I'm doing something that I typically don't do with my programs. I'm keeping the registration open through tomorrow. So if you join before we begin tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, even if you can't make it live, If you decide to join before 7 p.m. Eastern tonight, you get the regular rate. And I'm going to post the link below so you can check that out. If you join after that, the rate doubles. So this is an urgent sort of matter. You're saving money, right? If this is for you, is it worth the doubled price? Absolutely. And it's something that you'll be able to purchase at a later date at that higher rate. But you get me live answering your questions in this energy if you join us now. Okay? So if you have questions, what questions do you have now? If you have them, post them below. Lisa, do you have any questions? Is there anything I can share with you, right? If you have questions, please post them below. I will post the link with all the information for you below this video as well. But here's the thing that I need you to understand, whether you join us or not, your energy is critical, right? The fact that you decide to make a change in your life, you don't just decide it one day, you decide it every single day. You get up and step into that vibe and step into that energy and project into the world and into every interaction and investment that you make, that new shift that you are creating, right? You show up as the author before the book has been published. You show up as the winner before you have won that award. You show up as the millionaire in the making, even though you don't have $1 million in the bank. You see what I'm saying? And this goes for everything, whether you have your own business, whether this is about relationships, whether this is about your career or any other area of your life. This has an impact. It has an impact. It's just like mindset. There is an energetic component to your mindset. Why do we do mindset work? Because of how it makes us feel, because of the energy that we feel and sort of hold when we do that work. And that is the piece that a lot of people are missing. That is the piece that people forget. That is the piece that we don't do consistently as a whole. And that's why we're not getting the results that we want in our lives, in our businesses, in our finances, in our relationships, in our health and wellness across the board. So this is your final invitation. I will share, maybe some feedback and some things along the way in the next couple of days. You'll still have an opportunity to join at that higher rate if you choose. But why do it later when you can do it now? If this is something you've been thinking about, even if you can't make it live to every single call, the energy that is wrapped up in this, in the live calls, in what I'm going to be teaching and sharing is huge. It's a container, right? So energy sort of permeates and impacts everyone. So if you feel called, this is your final sort of invitation. Please join us. If you have questions, post them below, okay? Post them below. I am really looking forward to this. And like I said, I am one of those people who I typically don't do things logically. I follow the energy, I follow the vibe. Hi, Sandra, how are you? So I follow this and I trust completely that the people that are supposed to be a part of this will, whether you're joining us live on the calls or you're signing up now or you wait till after the rate doubles, whatever, that you will create these massive shifts in your life because this works. Okay. So I am really excited. I hope that you will join us. Sandra, if you just joined, I would love for you to check out the replay. Some really great information in there that I shared about energy, as well as the energy and expansion experience that is happening. So if this is something you want to do, please, please, please make sure that you sign up soon. I am getting all of the final details squared away. I've set up the Facebook group. I've sent out the information for the calls, and you'll get all of that if you sign up now as well. So if this is the thing for you, please go ahead and get signed up. If you have questions, post them below, or you can send me a message on my Facebook page as well. Hey, Meeks. Oh my gosh, all of my people from the past are popping up. Meeks, you've got to check out this replay. Check out the energy and expansion experience. I promise, I promise, I promise it is well worth the experience, your time, the influence, the money, all the things. So I'm really excited about it. I'm going to let you guys check out this replay because I don't want it to go too long. Please go back and check that out. If you feel called to join us, please do. Send me a message if you have questions. I'm going to post the link for you all below. And I hope to see you in just a couple of hours, okay? Hope you guys have a great day, and I will chat with you soon. Bye, guys.